As Adrian mentioned, we did quite a large study back in about 2005, the ICT measurement project, and looked at more than exports. Exports was actually quite a minor focus of that study. I'm sure you're aware of some of these factors, that there are quite a lot of one-person or small businesses in this area. That's part of the profile of this industry. Quite different characteristics to other industries in South Australia and Australia. Employment figures there are around about 21,500 at about June 2005, and total revenues were about 4.1 billion, up from about 3.5 billion in 2002-2003. As I mentioned, the last dot point there, this industry is quite different to those in South Australia in terms of its workforce profile, its skills and occupational profile, and has more than 50% of its workforce with a university qualification, university or TAFE, certainly post-school qualifications. It's a profile of an industry, or it's a profile that more closely approximates actually the employment profile in New South Wales and Victoria, profile that I'm sure any government of South Australia would like to have in terms of the workforce composition. Exports are a very important source of revenue for the industry. In the earlier study in 2005, while the questions were slightly different, about 1/4 of revenues were coming from overseas exports when the value of the dollar was around about 71 cents US. And interstate exports, or sales interstate, were about 26% of revenue, and across the industry the two major markets there were the US and UK, accounting for about 78% of exports in 2002-2003.